Welcome back, guys, to Joe's Bus Train Plan Lift Adventures. Now that we've done the 146 rediscovered, we are now doing the rediscovery of the old Johnson's XL Bus X20, not the very old one that went to Birmingham. This is the one that went to Coventry between 2019 and 2022. So I just hope you enjoy the video, so let's crack on. This is credit to Adam King.
So we are now on our way, starting the journey.
So here's the M&S department store in Stratford To Coventry. And this was 2019's footage. So we're departing from Stratford. I did try this the other day, but obviously I didn't have enough time to do the full length. But obviously now I'm going to try and do the full length this time around. And so here we are, just coming out of Stratford To Coventry. This is Bridge Street in Stratford. So you've got the Barclays Bank. So this was when Johnson's was operating the route. In 2022, Johnson's XL Bus service work was brought out by Diamond Bus. And Diamond managed to continue the X20 from Stratford to Coventry, but obviously there was a lot of network reviews with the route going up for tender, like with Warwickshire County Council putting the routes out to tender, and the Stratford To Coventry work were taken on by Stagecoach, which is one of the major providers that operate the services in and around Stratford. So Stagecoach took over the running of the X20 only between Stratford and Solihull, with Diamond continuing the X20 between Solihull and Coventry. And then that route was up for tender on behalf of Transport for West Midlands. And however, Stagecoach took over that section of the route, operating from Nuneaton Garage. And that was renumbered the 82, because if you remember, the X20 on the Coventry section was formerly the 82, but then it got renumbered to the X20. So anyway, there's an Optare Solo. Now, as you know, all the ex-Johnson's Optare Solos are now withdrawn from the fleet. The only vehicles you'll now see that are ex-Johnson's now are Diamond are the Enviro 200s, because the Metro Deckers have gone, the MMCs have gone, the Solos have gone, and even the Tempos have gone, and even the Scanias have gone as well. However, one of the Scanias is now at Select Bus Services at Penkridge. So here we go, we're coming out to Stratford. So there's the Chicago's Rock Cafe. So this is going to be a journey all the way to Coventry via Solihull. So here we are, now on our way to Coventry on the rediscovery of the old X20 up towards Solihull, and then on to Stratford, not Stratford, Coventry. So I'm going to take you through some of the shops that you'll find in Stratford on my Google Earth. So you've got a Mackey's, so you've got a McDonald's in the High Street, you've got a Greggs, and then of course you've got the Encore Waterside Dining. Opposite that used to be the site of the former BHS, British Owned Stores, and it had a Mothercare concession inside. Obviously that Mothercare, that one was retained even after they pulled out the Merrill branch. Because obviously BHS was under Storehouse and it was part of Mothercare and Habitat. And the BHS in Stratford is still empty. There's been no one who has taken over the site yet. And of course you got a Holland and Barrett, M&S, Marks and Spencer's department store. And as you can tell, when you look at the frontages of the buildings, they look very traditional. And of course, there used to be a Woolworths in Stratford-upon-Avon because most towns did have a Woolworths, and Stratford had one, but that's now a branch of Poundland. And of course, as
As
I
you
say,
can
it's
see
local.
now, the bus is just approaching Stratford upon Avon train station, which is the main change the trains.
So we're now at Stratford-upon-Avon railway station, which is served by West Midlands Railway trains. So the following services that serve the station is West Midlands Railway and of course Chiltern Railways. And there's even a heritage railway called the Shakespeare Express that runs from July up until September. And then there was the old historical railways, the Thames trains on the Cherwell Valley line, the Great Western Railway on the Honeybourne line, and the SMJR on the East and West Junction Railway. And also there was the Honeybourne line that, that was in the proposal of the heritage and would have run to a station at the racecourse, Stratford-upon-Avon. But obviously but we don't know what's going to happen. There was even a station called Stratford Old Town. So you had Stratford Old Town. Then it went to a station called Binton. So you had Binton Station, Bidford on Avon. So you had Bidford on Avon, Broome Junction. They had Bidford Junction Station, and then so there were loads of different. Hello, Ocilus. Yeah, I should do a morning program. Yeah, I should do a morning program. So here we are on the morning program. So there's Enviro 400 stagecoach in the beach ball livery, and we're now by the Maybird Shopping Park. So the following shops you'll find at the Maybird Shopping Park. So you've got a B&Q, an Asda Living, a Sports Direct, a Shoe Zone. So let me take you through the stores at the Maybird. So you've got a B&Q, which is a DIY store. You've got Sports Direct, Poundland, Boots, TK Maxx, Argos, Next, Matalan or Matalan, Pure Gym, Hobbycraft, Mountain Warehouse, M&S Food Hall, you got Shoe Zone, Super Drug, Hotel Chocolate. There was a WH Smith's and a Clark's, but not anymore. And of course, Asda Living. And there was even a Halfords here, but apparently the Halfords here has closed. Which is a shame, unfortunately. And then, of course, opposite, you've got a Curry's, a Pets at Home, and a B&M Home Store and Garden Centre. Then next door, you've got the Tesco's, which is right next to the Maybird shopping park. So you've got Tesco's. So we're now on the A3400, Birmingham Road. So you've got a mini garage, car dealership. That's mate. Again.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays.
Sorry about
Because
this,
some
guys.
love a sunny
Now
resort.
having an
Others-
advert had just popped up, so just ignore the advert.
.24/7. Shower fresh.
Oh, really? Stay with the advert. Anyway, we've just gone past the Wootton Warren Weir and also the Saxton Factory, and we'll soon be arriving into Henley in Arden. Anyway, we are now arrived at
We are now approaching the village of Henley Narden, which is used a lot by local commuters and this bus had about 10 passengers waiting for the bus. So Henley Narden Town Centre is the call.
Well, with the advert favourite one of all time, I can't really say, to be honest. So anyway, guys, we're now in Henley in Arden. So, as you know, when Johnson's operated the X20 service, they had to swap over at the Johnson's XL bus garage or at the yard itself to change drivers. And in this video, which Adam King was filming, this is a credit to Adam King, my mate, once again. So it'd be shown, so hence why I got an alternative narrative. So we'll bring you on Johnson's Excel bus garage, or the bus depot, bus and coach depot, place where they had to swap the drivers over, and also did a tour around the garage itself, which was quite interesting.
Now, this bus, the X20, is approaching Johnson's Excel bus depot. The reason why I had to do this was to change drivers. And what was great about this, I was able to explore Johnson's bus depot and it was just fantastic. For me, coming from a bus enthusiast perspective, I thought this is exciting. This did make the bus 5 minutes late, but you can't expect a bus to drive long hours. They're completely shut and feel safe to drive. Or something like that, really. And it was just a great experience to look at the depot. It's great.
So
Talking about passengers, some passengers were the bus enthusiasts, so they just thought I was like crazy and weird, but yeah. They actually asked me what I thought the journey actually.
Okay, right. We'll tell Dad if he wants me to pop in, I can easily pop in either before or after. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, at least he's Dad's though, isn't he? Not. Yeah, because Dad was worrying a bit yesterday. It's like when he was like, I was there. Yeah. Yeah, because I was saying to Dad yesterday, yeah. 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 Well, I know somebody who's involved in
We're now leaving Johnson's bus depot to continue on the X20 journey. It ain't got that long, but literally now halfway through the journey to.
Yeah, we'll worry about it at the end of the week or every weekend. Look. Okay then. Alright, so talk to you later. Bye.
So we've just gone across the M40 and we're now coming to Hockley Heath.
We are now going through Hockley Heath. Now, Hockley Heath is also served by the A7 and A8, which on today is swapped with the A3, so the A7 and A8 will now go from Storage Grove Island through Knoll, whilst the A3 will go from Storage Road with Map, but won't go to Hockley Heath. So it's A7 and A8's got its route changed today, but hopefully it'll get more customers and get more freedom. Yeah, Hockley Heath is also served by Flexibus. It's 2-3 times a week to
Hey, open-faced sandwiches and
Sorry about
popcorn
the
toasts of
adverts
the world.
again,
Are you
guys.
seeing this? This is a Smucker's and Jif PB&J.
Hi, Solid Snake Cubed again.
Here's the announcement as the X20 approaches Longsmith Interchange. Or of the M42. Audio announcement. Calm, informative voice. We are soon approaching Longsmith Interchange. Junction 42. This key junction connects the M42 to the A-Town, providing Solihull, providing easy access to both the Midlands and the South Midlands. It's an important route for commuters and travelers, offering connections to Birmingham, Coventry, and beyond. Please ensure you're ready for the upcoming stop as we approach this busy interchange. Would you like more details or information for other parts of the route?
So we're now arriving at Monk's Path Interchange, the M42, which is junction number 4. So that's junction number 4.
Audio announcement, informative voice. Looking to your right, several notable locations. First, there's the Lister's Mini Harbour Garage, known for its convenient vehicles and excellent customer service. Just beyond that, you'll spot a McDonald's, perfect for a quick bite. Next, there's the Tesco Extra Supermarket, offering a wide range of groceries and essentials. And finally, we'll see Nutmeg Garden Center, a great place for gardening supplies and beautiful plants. These are all popular spots for shopping and dining in the area. Would you like to add any more details or adjust anything in this announcement? Here's the announcement as the X20 travels along the A34 Stratford Road. Audio announcement. We're now traveling along the A34 Stratford Road, one of the main routes connecting the historic town of Stratford-upon-Avon with Birmingham. This busy road passes through a mix of urban and rural landscapes, offering a glimpse of both town life and scenic countryside. As we continue along, you'll find a variety of shops, services, and residential areas lining the route. Would you like to include any specific landmarks on the street?
We will soon be arriving at Marshall Lake.
X20 approaches Marshall Lake. Audio announcement. Calm, informative voice. We will soon be arriving at Marshall Lake. This area is known for its large retail parks, including popular stores like Sainsbury's, Next, and TK Maxx. It's a key shopping destination for locals and visitors alike, offering everything from fashion to home goods. If you're planning to get off here, please make sure you have all your belongings and you're prepared to disembark safely.
So anyway, here's one of the retail parks on the Marshall Lake Road. So you've got Rent Kitchens at the Furniture Village. So as you know, we're coming under the boundary of Solihull now.
So we are coming into Shirley now. When I get some traffic lights, then Morrison's show it will turn right and then follow the 30 National Express 31 down to Solihull Station and into Solihull Town Centre. The journey will take roughly 10 minutes. What happened is we followed an A4 and a National Express 49, and we just followed them. It's like mad it was. It's quite weird actually. So people wonder how they for free buses. It
So then here we are. We're now at Shirley. So there's the former Morrison supermarket, which used to be also a Safeway. If you remembered Safeways back in the day. So we're not far away now from Solihull.
It's usually just one person trying on
Sorry
shoes.
about the
Discover
adverts
doubles
again,
your cash
guys.
back at the end of your first year. So I'm going to
Now we are approaching Solihull Station at bang on time of 9:55. You want to go from Solihull Station? You go to the Marylebone, go then to Spa, you go Warwick, you go Stourbridge, you go Worcester, you go to Kidderminster. The connections are just so wide, it's unbearable. So it's actually quite good. That's my local train station I go to anyway, so it's all good. It picked up one passenger and then it'll pick up some more into South.
Anyway, this is Solihull Town Centre now, which is one of the major areas in the entire West Midlands. And Solihull, you've got the Touchwood Shopping Centre, which is the main shopping centre that has the John Lewis and Partners department store. There was a House of Fraser here, but there isn't anymore, sadly. So there's a Dennis Jordan Alex 400, National Express West Midlands. A Land Flight ADL Enviro 200 MMC, there's two of them. A Platinum Bus Enviro 400 MMC. So this is Solihull Town Centre, there's the Tesco Express. And here's the Mel Square Shopping Centre.
Now, as you see, a bus at Solihull Town Centre getting more of its passengers, and then the bus will continue via the Old 82 route into Coventry, via Catherine de Barnes, Hampton, Narden, Meriden, Alsley, Alvis Retail Park, and Coventry Town Centre.
So there's the former House of Fraser, BT's department store. So we are now leaving the Solihull area, and we are now on our way towards Coventry. So we're now on our way to Coventry. So we're now heading through the lovely countryside all the way to Coventry right now on the X20, which is now renumbered back to the 82. So when it was under the signature network, the 82 had Sataros on the signature network.
It's just as fast as
So you had Sataros that ran the service. Johnson then took over with the E200 MMCs, and then the 400 MMCs came along when the X20 was extended up to Coventry. Of course, E300s have also done it as well. The 82 up to Coventry, so you had the E300s, the standard Enviro 200s under Johnson's.
So we are literally what's Wi-Fi journey.
Even the Versas X Hallmark, even E400 MMCs have even done the 82 as well.
So we're about.
And the E400 MMCs were actually branded as the Bards bus.
Yeah, about half an hour now away from Coventry.
And since Stagecoach have taken over, they use
Any
Enviro
ideas or
200s.
any thoughts of any videos, please put in the comment box or please message me. I have a Facebook account. It's the same name as my YouTube page, just a different photo, that's all. They comments on video improvements or anything I should do next, please let me know. I'm on towards out to some cabs, some Stagecoach, some all Johnsons. first, maybe. So, Arriva, of course. So, okay, Walsall Common. No, it's
So we're now in Borthwick Common. Merida.
Here, the next one for Birmingham and Coventry. And to remind you, on Ascania Omnilink. Yeah, Scania Omnilink.
Hang on a minute. Thanks for waiting, guys. So we'll soon be nearly arriving into Coventry, which is actually on the East Midlands part. Well, close to the East Midlands, as it touches the East Midlands. So you've got variety of different connections here at Coventry. You've got connections onto Royal Leamington Spa. Also, you can then continue on your journey to Warwick and Stratford upon Avon, because obviously you've got stagecoaches X18, and of course it goes from Coventry to Stratford upon Avon via Royal Leamington Spa and Warwick. And then of course you got the X17 that just goes between Coventry and Warwick. And as well as those destinations, you've even got variety of other destinations. You've got rugby as well. You've got rugby, and also you've got connections up towards Nuneaton, and even onto Hinckley and Leicester as well. So you've got connections onto Leicester on the 48, the stagecoach, or now known as the 148, and then of course you got the X60 revamp with the Thames Safari coaches up into Leicester as well. So there are different connections here, and of course Coventry these days is now an electric bus area, but obviously at the time of filming it was still the diesel powered buses, and now it's all electric. And of course you do have the X1 that goes from Coventry over to Birmingham by the airport.
So, as you know, now we are nearly approaching our retail park. From there, it's a good, easy place into Coventry. No offense, it's a good, easy night. Nice into Coventry from Harvest Retail Park. And we then counter our rides over 5-6 bus stops to go from there. But, no.
So we're now coming, so we'll soon be arriving at the Elvis Retail Park, not Elvis Retail Park, Elvis Retail Park. So the stores you'll have here, you've got, so you've got the train, so you've got a handful of different stores here on the Elvis. So you've got McDonald's. So you've got McDonald's, you've got a B&Q, you've got a Morrison's, a DFS, Sofology, and Fab Furniture Company. Oh, there again.
We're in the Coventry area now. Coventry is usually blue because the blue bus stops is the blue buses, although some of the trains plans now. Okay. Now we are parts of the country part by where the telegraph post is. Now, if you go right down there, you follow that road down, you end up with IKEA, the no entrance to the country markets. There's a really nice cafe at the church down there as well, so please keep an eye out, because I used to go there with my nan, my mum, when the 192 existed, because I remember I used to go on the 7 o'clock or the 8 o'clock, I think, not sure, it's a 192 or 94, and it used to be run by Charles Smithers at the time. It used to run from Solihull to Coventry before the 19W, then the 82 existed. So it's quite a lot of history to go around with this. Also, Johnson's, a few years ago, they used to run something called the S20 from Stratford to Coventry to incorporate the X20. That didn't last long. But now we've got an incorporated bus route of Solihull link with both Stratford and Coventry as a per one route, and I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Today has actually been phenomenal. So we are now approaching Pool Meadow bus station, which is the main terminus. There's the X1. Then
So here we are at Coventry, the final destination on the journey. This is the last stop on the journey.
Thank you.